Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're actually in the other room recording a bunch of a new game, which you should see either before or at the same time this goes out. We're not going to spoil it. But needless to say, I started to blow a gasket because we finished the recording session. I go to look at all my settings in the video, and it's a little bit choppy. I apologize for that right now. Basically, my computer, wonderful operating system that I will not mention. I'm staring at it right now, but I hate it. Decided to update and change some of my settings, so then it didn't have it quite down. So we fixed that. But for today, after all fixed and done, you see before you, Hearthstone Alpha 22. This is a game I've been...
StoneHearth.
Sorry, I always say Hearthstone. StoneHearth. See guys, I can't even get the name down. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about this game. This guy is just like talking out his ass. No, StoneHearth has been a game that I've been supporting from its early days. It is a fantastic idea because it's like a colony building game. I know it's been covered a lot, but honestly, I think it would be a welcome addition to our channel, seeing as Castle Story went so well, which we are coming back to. We're going to be designing a castle. We just haven't finished with that yet. And then I'm going to try...
are in progress.
Yeah, in progress. We're going to try and get it built this time. Maybe not a tower, but we'll get a castle built.
Yeah, maybe we'll just start with a wall.
Start with a wall. And that's the idea. We're going to start with a wall this time because we couldn't manage 4 walls, so let's start with 1. So, Brittany.
Yes.
In this game, you start a colony, or a town, or a city, whatever you want to call it, a little village. And you have the chance of 2 people. I automatically decided already. One's the ascendancy, words, and Rhea's children. These guys are the ascendancy are suited to like a forest. They're like your European type worker villagers that like they cut down trees, build little timber houses, focus on farming and trade.
So Englishmen. Sort of.
Whereas Rhea's children is like desert and much harder. So I thought for our first playthrough on the channel, we'll stick with the easier one, and we'll go into the forest because that's where they're suited. Then you could go peaceful, normal, or hard. Peaceful means there's no threat of invaders, which is like half the game right now. So we're gonna go with normal.
I was gonna say that sounds kind of boring unless you're me who likes that sort of thing.
Exactly. So now we get to select our people, and me being me, we all need to be dwarves. So
dwarves.
Yeah. So they all have to have beards.
Why? Even the women.
If I could, yeah. He's gonna have a beard. He can have mutton chops, that's fine. Ah, she can't have a beard. Wow, there's a lot of ladies on this roster.
Go ladies.
Lady, you are now a man.
Oh, you can do that?
Oh my god. Apparently he can give him no eyebrows. There we go.
He looks angry.
Of course he does.
He's gonna be our town anger.
So, each character, or Hearthling, as they call them, have traits: mind, body, and spirit. Body is how much damage they can take, how much endurance they have. So high body makes good farmers and soldiers. Spirit is like their bravery. So if they have a really low spirit, if they see an enemy, they just bolt. They don't really stay and fight, so they don't make good soldiers. And then mind makes you really good crafters because they're creative, they're inventive, they craft better quality things.
So that dude that you're on is a crafter.
Yeah, he is definitely a crafter because that's his highest stat, and we'd want 2 of these to be balanced and high to be a soldier, or just body to be a farmer. But they also now have traits associated with them. So he is empathetic. He's really sensitive to the mood of the town. It always seems to rub off on them. So I guess he's a positive influence. This person likes an animal companion, so he'll have a pet that starts with him. We have another empathetic person. We have a person who's courageous, would probably be a good soldier, and is excitable, so they're happy and sad much faster than normal. This person's probably a good farmer because of green thumb.
Is that what that means?
But they want to be a passionate cleric, which makes no sense. They want to be a cleric, but they're a good farmer.
Yeah, but to be fair, don't most of us in life want to be something that doesn't align with our passions.
And this guy will help people gain experience more. I don't know how, but he does. And this guy is hot-headed and a night owl. He's red-headed and a hothead. That fits. So I think we're going to accept these guys to start with.
So.
Now we get to select our starting scenario. So I'm going to probably select food for days. The reason being that starting with all the food allows you to get another citizen pretty quickly. What do you think?
I guess, because I don't know what the advantages of the other things are.
Well, I'll just rush us through this beginning part a little bit. But now it's creating a map, and we get to select where we would like to settle.
Pixels. Well,
Right?
they are dwarves, so wouldn't it be like at the base of the mountain somewhere?
Okay, let's do like right at the base of the mountain. Right here, I think. So here we'll have lots of trees and plants, wildlife, and some minerals. But as soon as we dig into that rock, we'll have tons of minerals. I want to settle here. You can disable a combat unit's job in the citizens panel to force them to take a rest from fighting.
Okay.
Oh, that is handy because I had some people that they'd be like super injured and they'd still charge out. It's like, guys, just stop. You're dying. You died again.
Click me to place
So
your town.
here
back.
is our map. A nice chunk of land. We never ever will cover this whole land. Just to let you know.
Well, unless you play for days.
No.
Or weeks.
The game would crash long before then because the amount of resources it would require. So we're going to settle ourselves right in here. So we got to come up with a fittingly dwarf town name. Wow. So the the blue. No. We'll make it a little bit different. The gray.
That's Greg.
No, that's a Y.
Really? It looks like a G from here.
The Gray Mountains is the name of our settlement.
Okay.
Okay, so here's our Hearth thing. I'm going to pause. Here they are in all their wonder and 3D modeling.
It looks like Survivor. Like they just got plopped somewhere. Ooh, bunny!
Yeah, someone came with a pet.
I didn't expect it to be a bunny.
And you can see all their little baskets of food. Ooh.
Oh.
Suddenly we're... Oh, it's because I had been selecting on a tree.
Oh,
There we go.
why.
And you see our little starter flag, our little campfire. And we are here to make the best of this new world. So, let us start by placing a stockpile. I think you can guess what a stockpile does, Brittany?
A place to pile stock.
She'd know. She works at a warehouse. So here's all the vast things. We're just going to say, yes, pick everything.
Well, you gotta have a place to put stuff.
And cut down trees. Because
Need
number one
wood.
resource. Trees. And then watch. They will spring into action at the click of a button. Away they go.
Wow.
I didn't have it in fast mode. Now they really
I
get
was
going.
gonna say that was springing.
Now guys, just so you know, unless we're in combat, for the most part, I'm going to keep it in fast mode or pause. Just so that we actually get stuff done. The only time I'll go to pause is to actually design some buildings. So us being dwarves, we could burrow into the mountains, but we're only going to do that to mine. Because part of our wealth is in our buildings.
Bunny. He's so cute. Look at him go.
Someone is mesmerized with a bunny.
I've never had a pet, so...
So let's dig in this mountain. We'll slice and dig.
And dice.
So here we can make a little stockpile room, and here is going to be a stockpile room. There we go. And we'll let them dig away. Oh, and you actually can see some of the resources. That's cool. It's not just generic resources. Like, this is actually copper. This is actually stone. This is actually iron. This is actually probably tin or silver. And you can see each individual log, and they actually chat with each other now and have social interactions.
Okay.
So right now they're really interested in ore and find it very funny. That's right, get to work, slackers.
That was their 15-minute union break.
Yay, someone just gave us stuff. Okay, now we can give people specific profession jobs. So we're going to pause again. The job I'm looking to make is a carpenter, because, you know, trees. So I'm thinking, because this guy's got 5 mind, we should change him into a craftsman.
Okay.
So a carpenter. Makes all the things that are wood. And that was so cool. They had a couple iterations where you just tick it off for them to change or whatnot. But everyone loved the official stamp option. So like, yeah, let's go with that official stamp thing. So now he will go collect the little tool that is associated with his class. And now he's a carpenter.
I love how it's like...
Now we have one more person. We need to make a farmer. So I think let's leave this for a soldier because that's pretty
really.
good. Let's make this
Soldier.
person a farmer.
Farmer? Why farmer?
Actually, this one's pretty brave. This one's got lower body. Let's go with this one for a farmer. And we need a farmer because they make the food.
Well, I just meant why that specific person a farmer, because I thought he'd be better as a soldier, too.
Yeah, we want them to be really brave.
Yes, I'm going to do that for every time. Oh, look, you got a new hat!
Yeah, the little hat and everything is great. I knew you'd like it.
It's like like the Pokemon like evolving, just when it goes hat.
We're gonna cut down some more trees to clear ourselves out a little bit of space.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of space right now.
Space is premium. Look! A statue to the bunny gods.
Why do we have a statue?
We don't. It's just one of the things that are here.
Oh, it's an ancient monument. Got it.
Yep. And while they're doing that, we're going to take a moment to design a building. And this is one of the things I love. You actually can design from the ground up an entire building. Us being dwarves, we're going to be a stone. So, I don't know. Let's go with this nice pattern gray.
Sure. Since I already know you love gray.
Let's go with a 9.
I think gray is his favorite color.
Yeah, probably. Favorite shade, thank you.
No, favorite color.
Okay, so there, I just laid out a floor plan. Now, let's see if I can place some walls. Probably out of stone with stone. So, we can pick the wall material itself. So, let's go for a nice light gray.
See? More gray.
We're building a
Not
mountain,
red.
little mountain.
Not blue.
Boom.
Wow.
Except, I think that's a little too bright. So, we'll hit back. Go back to selecting our wall. There. Now, you may think it looks unadorned right now, but let's pause. Now I can get really creative. You can go in and block by block place something. So we called ourselves the Blue Mountains, right?
Yeah.
So, let's get in here and make it a bit more Blue Mountain-y. Right?
Okay.
Instantly splash of color. And it's really cool because on top of this, you can also add items to it. So, if I think a bed would fit nicely right there. I think a chair would go nicely there along with a table for them to eat. And then, because, frankly, I would like them to store enough food for themselves to eat, let us
Like a squirrel.
rotate that little arrow. There, 2 little crates for just food. But we're not done yet. Oop, I deselected it. I got rid of the little box.
No, the box is there.
Oh, it's still there. Okay. So now, let's go back. Normally I'd use the roof tile to then select the roof and put it on. But let's finish with the walls first. Let's go build up this little lovely blue. Now what I'm thinking is these dwarves are going to live above ground. But not only are they going to live above ground, every dwarf wants gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every dwarf wants to be king, right? So why don't we give every dwarf or hearthling their own little mountain that they get to live in? What do you think?
Different.
Mm-hmm. So I've seen people spend hours just doing this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because you can go block by block by block. And the reason I like to go block by block by block is I find a lot of the auto... Oh, someone's tired.
A little bit. It's been a long day.
Is I find the roof thing doesn't really work.
For block by block or for the auto?
The auto.
So you have to do block by block with the roof?
It's a good way of ensuring that it gets built. And the hearthlings aren't like, hey, what is this thing that goes on top? We don't understand, and then just sit there and stare at it. Okay. So now, let's build a roof.
Do you have to click on the roof or no?
No, I'm building the roof right now.
Oh.
Blue! All the blue! And we'll go back and we can add in different shades of blue to add a little bit more depth if we wanted.
We want.
If we wanted. I didn't say I will, so that's why it's wanted.
We want.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, make me work so hard.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be this way?
It's called the honey-do list.
The honey-do list now extends to video games, guys.
Yep,
Be very careful. She'll come for you next.
So
Or she'll get in contact with your significant other, and you will get found a honey-do list. So, not gonna go too crazy. There you go, little mountain. But then, let's add a little bit down here. Right? Just make it splash a little
How do you
bit
add
more.
a door? There's no door.
I'm gonna add a door, but we have to decide where do we want this door. Oh, why are you... Ah! I chose a bad place to build this building and look around it.
You did.
And apparently, they're going to be coming out with a new builder system that makes it even more intuitive and easier to build things.
Like this, or just in general?
In general.
Nice.
Okay, now you want a door? Let's give them a door. Boom!
That's a big door.
No, that would fit one Earthling. Let's put a window. And because I like it being even, boom! Boom!
No, there's no point in putting a window back there.
He gets to look at cliffs. Whoever lives here will look at the cliff. But now, looks kind of bland, right?
A little, yeah.
So let's go back to it. Now, them being dwarves, obviously, they will chisel out or build their buildings out of solid rock. So I'm thinking that we build out of this bits and pieces to look as if they did dig it out of solid rock.
Like what?
So for example, we could do a little bit of smoke coming out of the top if we really wanted to do that. Or just back.
Rewind.
We could do whatever we want. So what do you think this house is lacking?
A habitat.
A habitat? Maybe some color?
It's missing a flower garden.
A flower garden. Now you say that, and it's funny because we can actually put that in.
Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with my throat tonight.
She hasn't drank enough.
I've had like 3 water bottles.
There we go. I have now finished clipping into the cliff, so I will be able to place blocks. Oh, apparently not. Come on, guys. Come on.
Nope. Will not be symmetrical.
There we go. Aha! I did it. The true test.
Why are you bothering with that one?
Because the cool thing is once I finish designing this building, I can actually... Nope. Okay. I'll just do that, and then... Okay. There. I can actually then save this and put it elsewhere. But, should we do anything else here, up here, to make it more, like, nice, or, like, I don't know, add little splashes of color? What do you think? You're not being very... Nope, the creative person here is not being very helpful with the creative.
I'm having a hard time thinking in blocks, that's all.
And just think, we can, like, carve away pieces and add stuff to it.
I mean carve away pieces.
It's just blocks. So if I want, I could be like, maybe a little bit of dark gray there, or like, you know what I mean?
I do now.
We can go as ornate or as non-ornate.
Flag.
We can't build flags yet.
Oh, it's a thing later?
Yeah, it's because you tech up slowly and you unlock new crafting professions and new things you can build.
Okay.
So later we will be able to build a flag and stick it on top if we want. But just for a basic house, what do you think?
I think it works for a basic one.
There we go. So now we select it. We hit finish editing. It tells us, oh my god, look at all the things you have to build. But then we can hit save. And we can save the template.
My new building.
Dwarf house basic. It's saved and then build. Yes, start building. And now everything gets queued for our carpenter to build. But first, the carpenter is going to need a workbench. And so now we can unpause. And see, the building is here in Ghost.
It's like a blueprint without a blueprint.
Yeah, and you see people actually will start coming over and digging out the spot and placing piece by piece.
So how do you know when the stockpile's full?
It'll be physically full.
It doesn't stack upwards, just...
No, it just stacks like that. And now, it should see, bam! All the things this house requires is now been scheduled for him automatically. So I could have gone through and be like, hey guy, can you build me this and this and this? But instead, it will do it that way.
I kind of love automation.
Yep.
Is that a fire pit?
Yeah, that's a fire pit. They'll actually have a little fire campfire there at night.
That's cool.
We're going to grow some turnips. And we're going to grow some carrots.
What was the last thing there?
Then we're going to grow some It's not good.
Pumpkin.
No.
Pumpkin.
No.
It was the full size.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's 11 by 11. It's full size. Somebody, move that flag. Move it. It must be made symmetrical.
No, they're too busy taking another union work break, apparently.
They do eventually need to eat, unfortunately. That's a thing
Really?
they do. There he goes. He moved it for me.
Cutest fire.
Right? And pumpkins.
It has like these little bubbles bubbling away.
Yeah, I really like their fire. It fits like the cube feeling because it's little cubes flying up into the air that slowly get smaller and change color. But here you actually see them build their little ladders and they're actually placing each block.
Yeah, there's like a frame that's going up.
Oh yeah, the scaffolding because
Yeah.
they actually have to climb up and place those blocks by hand.
What's that?
Our craftsmen actually level up so they can get higher tier things to craft. So for example, I can't craft higher tier tools yet. We need a carpenter level 2.
Oh.
But him going to level 1 already, look, he can build new things. Like a flag. Or tables and benches. And if we wanted to, we can go back and add these things to our house afterwards.
That's cool.
It is. It adds so much creativity and control over it.
Can we tell which dwarf lives in that house?
Yes. Because you can select, once they put a bed in, you can select the bed and be like, this person lives here.
So we could like add a custom element to each house so we know who lives where.
Exactly. So for example, if I want my carpenter to live here, I could put a carpenter's workbench inside and say the bed is only for the carpenter.
That's cool.
So then he'll always work pretty close to here. And we can put some boxes outside with wood for him to work on.
Storage boxes?
Because the inside, I want to keep that to food.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because while he's working, he can just reach over and be like, open
Our
the box.
Beautiful little mountain hill house. Almost like a little hobbit hole. Someone's arrived with stuff to sell me. Stone? I do not need stone, friend. And you see little ghost symbols as they put it, they're getting ready to place everything in.
I feel they're just walking through like the hologram.
Boom, just got a door. And the little door opens and they go in and out.
Hey, they closed the door behind them. Look at that. They're well trained.
There we go, I selected the bed. And here we can say, I want my carpenter to live here. So now that carpenter will live there. Oh, carpenter, I need you to build me boxes.
Go, carpenter, go, carpenter, go, carpenter, go.
And watch this. If we want to see inside,
Open the
boom! Now, unfortunately, because of the way it works, since I built these all of blocks, it doesn't know how to remove it.
Not yet. But
And every day, we'll get this. If we've made enough food, enough gold, and we still have room in our town, we can get a new settler.
is there a cap?
20 by default, but you can change that in the settings.
Oh.
So I want nothing but food in that box, and nothing but food in that box. And see, boom, inventory management, super easy.
So it's like even easier version of Dwarf Fortress.
Right? A lot of people compared it to that. I know, pretty basic house, but I think a nice start for a simple town. And now, instead of having to design it all over again, where did I put you?
Where did you put it?
Dwarf house basic. Build.
You gotta give them some space from each other, man.
And then I can rotate it and place.
A little bit more.
There.
Yeah.
Finish editing. Build. And away they go. No need to plan it again.
That's cool.
Fantastic for just putting in run-of-the-mill little houses. And I'm thinking, do we build a road or not through our town?
Does it actually add anything?
It makes it's aesthetically pleasing.
Does it increase travel time or something?
A decreased travel time, you mean?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Okay.
But it looks nice. What color road would you like? What should it be?
There's no yellow, is there?
No yellow road.
Darn.
What we could do is go dark and then lighten the very light lines. But remember, this is like medieval times, so they're not going to have normal streets.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking like follow the yellow brick road.
Oh. I just usually go with dark. Because you know me.
You're dark, man.
Bam.
Why
And
is he sleeping outside?
probably because if they don't get a bed, they don't get to sleep properly, so they don't rest long enough type thing.
Gotcha.
There we go. Our little road. All we got so far, but
Do they have babies like in Dwarf Fortress?
no, that is not in. That is not a thing yet.
I was gonna say, if that's a thing, we should build like a park or something for the kids.
That is something we could design. But we don't get to really place trees and stuff.
Not that kind of park, like a jungle gym park.
Oh, they'll never actually use it though.
So?
Now we get new tools we can make. So, let's have a practice sword to get a soldier. Let's have a mason's hammer so I can get a mason. Now I built those boxes. Oh, we'll build that too. Because he's now level 2 craftsman. So suddenly he has so much more to build with.
Nice.
So if we were to go to design another building now,
Yeah.
all those new options would be listed in there for us.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's sleeping on the road.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the road. I think, you know what we should design right here?
What?
A little workshop for our carpenter.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I was thinking he needs some flowers.
We could do flowers, but let's first give him let's first give him a nice workshop.
I thought he had a workshop. I thought that was the whole point of the house.
No, it's not in there yet.
Oh.
And then let's put in some walls. No, maybe not walls like that. Let's get some oak supports.
I love how his only other window to the outside is being blocked by his workshop.
Yep. It's life. Tough for him. Whoops. Ugh. Stop it.
No, do it again.
I don't want to make another mistake, thank you. And then a little low stone wall, I think, in between.
Well, why not leave it open to the air?
I am.
Like, no wall.
I'm gonna.
I'm confused.
Just like that.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna give him a little roof.
That's not a roof. Those are boxes.
I know I'm giving him boxes to put his storage stuff in. And then let's give him a roof. Wow, they built that fast. Let's give him a nice roof. We've done a lot of blue, so let's give him some shingles. Some red. No. Only built it partly. There we go. Let's connect it right up to the house.
That way, if it's raining, you can hop out the window.
Hop out the window.
Yep. Don't question me.
Don't question me.
I am the bunny.
I am the bunny.
I'm not.
That won't help you.
Yes, it does.
That won't save you.
Yes, it will. Why is one side even and one side down?
Oops, I meant to do one more down. Why? I'm just going pretty quickly. I'm not designing too many nifty things.
A trader.
I don't want to trade with you, sir, yet.
Why?
There we go. We are finished editing. Build that thing. And away they go. He wants to say, if we give him 3 swords, he'll give us 3 stone mauls.
What's the stone wall?
A little hammer that's for soldiers.
Yeah.
But now that we got more people, oh, he's like really not good at anything, so he's gonna stay as a worker.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need another farmer. Let's make him a farmer.
But we do have 3 plots.
Oh, I can't make him a farmer yet. I don't have enough tools, so I can just go in here, go to my carpenter, make another farm. Because the purpose of this is to slowly grow your town, and you have to grow it fast enough and well enough that you can also protect yourself. Because eventually, enemies will attack us. Oh, we're out of stone.
Uh-oh. We need more stone. Go get us more stone. You're making a great hall?
No, I was digging out caverns, and these will just become stockpiles later.
Why was there an exclamation point above his head?
Because they're talking.
It doesn't mean anything bad or anything?
Nah, not particularly. Hi, person. You are now
Hey, farmer.
a farmer.
I love that.
And now let's find a soldier. Where was our... That was the really good soldier, right? This guy right here.
Yeah.
Or this lady. Female soldier is the first soldier. I love that stamp. We got enough food. We got enough wealth. we get a person. We accept this person. So we can actually go see her. She walks into town.
Oh.
Oh, but I guess...
Look, oh, it's a fox!
Yeah, you can actually catch and hunt them. You also have sheeps. You can get sheeps.
Can you farm the sheep?
Yeah.
Can you keep the foxes as pets?
Yeah. But we will have to catch you in the next episode, guys. Please feel free to join me, like, share, and all that jazz if you enjoyed our video about building our little village. Now, if you have any suggestions for it, please let us know. We're happy to add things into it or add different ideas. But catch you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Don't need to be weird. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.